so much for having me on for Referral Mastery Part 2. I'm extremely excited to share with you today's information because we talked a lot about Boost last time, and we talked about the 7 myths of referral generation. Well, the strategy that I have here, I just do not have time to go into super depth on in Boost. So I'm really excited that I can go into super depth on this, and those of the people who have already signed up for Boost, the 100+ people, that what we can do here is you can take this information and add it to what you're already getting to have an incredible experience. And this is my legacy strategies, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be the strategy that they remember Michael J. Maher. It's not going to be as the referral guru. It's not going to be as North America's most referred real estate professional. It's not even going to be best-selling author of 7L or even the father and founder of the Generosity Generation. I am going to be remembered for this one strategy as people utilize it forever and ever to get massive amounts of referrals. So I'm excited about presenting today. I want you to write this down real quickly. We talked last time about how to get real-time referrals, and Michael Maher talked about getting 2 referrals and giving 2 referrals with his status update last time. And in this case, this is a great one for real estate agents. And honestly, if you're a mortgage professional, you could even post this, and then any inquiries you get, forward it on to your favorite realtor. So notice the squigglies around action requested. That is important. Action requested. Sellers are getting more for their house right now. True statement. Please finish this sentence. If I could get blank for my house, I'd move. Please private message me your answer. Who knows, maybe it could happen, ... The ... the ellipsis at the end is important, and you want to post this without the quotes, of course. This is a very powerful status update. You will get people, and what's so funny is when I first tested this, this is about 19 iterations later, and what happens here is people do not know that the prices of homes have gone up. They don't know it. You might think they know it because you know it, but the truth is you don't know it. Or they don't know it. So this is a way to, and what's funny is I thought I'd get some bozos that would be messaging me saying, I'd move tomorrow for $1 million, and I didn't get any of that, and their house is really worth 125. I actually got like, wow, they were like, I'd move for 350, and their house was worth between 340 and 360. A lot of the other thing is the timeliness of this. This is a powerful thing to post right now because a lot of people are getting their tax appraisals and the raise in their taxes in their mail. So they're already like, why did my taxes go up? And the second thing is they're looking at that number that it was appraised at, and they're going, dang, I didn't know it was worth that much. If it was worth that much, I may contemplate moving. So this is just very timely, very powerful. Please let me know the results. Go to facebook.com/referralguru and let me know what happens. Now, you want to post this on your Facebook status, and I got asked a lot of times last time, personal or professional page. And I want you to know I'd post it on both. Why not, right? So onward and upward. You guys have read 7L. You've heard of 7L. You're familiar with the 7L system. Yeah, I tend to go like that, by the way. Just go, go, go. So here's the thing, right? I got a lot of stuff to do in a little bit of time. So here's the question. I mean, this is a question that everyone should ask, but they don't necessarily. And you probably wondered this, but you have never researched it maybe to the extent. That's why I'm on Earth, right? I'm on Earth to help you answer these questions that you never thought of asking.
Hey, Michael. Really quick. Yeah. We're missing a little bit of your screen. It says Zoom's. I wonder if it's just me. Let me just hold on. Let me just see if it's me.
No, I got it. I got it too, there, Scotty. There we go. Actually, right there, you got it. Whatever you just did, brother.
Okay,
how weird is that?
It's actually. There we go. Sorry about that.
So yeah, it's actually the GoToWebinar thing that's blocking me off a little bit. So, all right. So anyway, we're gonna go with it.
They're not gonna hold us back, brother.
Nothing's gonna. Yeah, there's a song about that, isn't it? So why not you, right? The ceiling's not gonna hold us here. So the question is, why not you, right? So haven't you ever wondered why every single person you know hasn't referred you at least one person every single year? I mean, I mean, Michael Mann, have you ever? I mean, first of all, Michael, are you full of integrity and honest?
100%, brother.
Yeah, so if I had the listeners, the viewers on today's webinar, and I said, "Hey, are you full of integrity and honest, right? Do you have high character?" And everybody would raise their hand. They have the code of ethics, and they've all filled out an oath, and we're
Absolutely.
all honest and full of integrity. So here's the question. So here's the thing: you know, would you consider yourself highly competent? Are you really good at what you do?
Absolutely.
Okay, and if I had everybody raise their hand in the audience and say, hey, you know, how many of you feel like you're in the top 10% as far as competence in your profession? Every single person raises their hand except for maybe the new people. Well, what's interesting is, okay, you have high character and you're highly competent. Why doesn't every single person you know refer you somebody every year? And the fact is, you know they know people, because on average, people know between 6 and 30 people who are moving every year. 6 and 30. So they know at least one person, so they can give you that, right? So here's the answer to this, is the number one reason you aren't getting that first referral from every single person in your database is, and I just want you to know, the answer to this question is worth millions. This is the $1 million answer to the $1 million question, because what if you had 200 people in your database, or last week we talked about 150. If you had 150 people in your database and now you're getting 5 referrals, what if every single one of them referred you one person, right? So you'd go from 5 referrals to 150 referrals in 1 year, and just so you know, that's not one person this year, it's one person every year.
Every year.
Right on.
Every year. So let's say just 100 of them, and whatever your average commission is, what's your average commission? You know, let's say it's $5,000. Well, what's 100 times $5,000?
$500,000.
$500,000. I made that math really easy for those of us in the real estate game.
For the mortgage people in the room, right?
Yeah.
So put your spreadsheets away. It's 500,000 and $500,000. So that's $500,000 every single year. Just if your average sales price is 5,000, and just if 100 people did this. So the number one reason you aren't getting that first referral from every single person in your database is perceived indifference. It is perceived indifference. They don't know that you care. I mean, that's number one, right? What do we do in the absence of communication? What do we do in the absence of communication? If somebody's not communicating with you, Michael Mann and Scott, what do?
You call them.
If someone's not communicating,
Yeah, that's a great answer, by the way. You call them. That's like the perfect answer. I just want you to know that. So here's the thing. If people aren't calling you, I'll give you an example, all right? Not that anybody here on this call has ever had a one-night stand, right? I know that that has never happened, but let's say it has. Like, let's just say it happened, you know? So you had the one-night stand, and then the other person, like, never called you again, right? So how would you feel about that person? Theoretically, right? This is all hypothetical. What?
But you probably end up forgetting about them. You'd be a little upset. You'd be like, well, what the heck? Then they just disappear in the background.
So you'd be upset, right? Well, I just want people to know that when people buy a house, there are a lot of emotions involved. When people sell a house, even when they invest in real estate, there are a lot of emotions involved, just like SEX, right? And here's the thing, is it happened, and then there's no call afterwards, right? So what we do is we perceive that the person doesn't care. And so, but the truth is you do care. You do care about the people who entrusted you with their money, right? And just so you know, the opposite of no communication is communication. And when there is communication, there is trust. So that's one thing to write down. Now here's the deal. Perceived indifference. They don't know, well, they don't know what they don't know. They don't know that you want and need referrals, and they don't know that referrals are important to your business. And one of the reasons they don't know is because you're not communicating with them. The other reason they don't know is because you portray this image of success, right? We are Superman, and most people think, well, Superman's here to help me. I can't help Superman, right? And we put up this image of success, and it repels referrals. We do not want to repel referrals. We want to overcome perceived indifference. So now here's the other thing, right? How many of you have ever been referred? Michael, have you been referred?
I think probably once.
At least once, right? And how does that feel every single time you're referred? When a realtor or a consumer sends it over to you.
Greatest compliment, right? That's what we all say. It's the greatest compliment we can receive. Let us know we know how we're doing by you referring somebody to us. It makes us feel like we are successful. We did a great job, and you tell people about us.
Yeah, and so not only is it the finest compliment, but tell me, how does it feel? Like if you check your messages after this webinar, and there was a referral on there, how would you feel? Like internally, how would you feel? I know you would feel like it was a compliment, but you know, a compliment is a compliment. How would you feel? How would you be different physiologically?
I'd be pumped up. I feel like I did my job. I wowed somebody enough to pass my name on. It would be freaking awesome.
You'd be pumped up. And that's exactly
Absolutely.
right. And and I need everybody to know that, listen, I give out 1,000 referrals a year, and we get over 500 referrals a year. And you might think, well, that probably desensitizes you to that pumped up feeling that you get when you get a referral. And the answer is no, it doesn't. Every single time. I had a referral this morning on a voicemail, and it still makes me tingle. It pumps me up. It's validation of why I freaking work so hard, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like they know I care. They love me. They really love me. And so here's the thing. We're all very, very pumped up and appreciative when we get a referral, right? We are. But here's the thing. The number one reason you aren't getting that second referral, right? We got a referral. Haven't you ever wondered why they didn't give you another one? Mm-hmm. Well, here's the reason. And I also know that I'm preaching to the choir here. And it's not because they don't know anybody. They know 6 to 30 people. So the number one reason you aren't getting that second referral from every single referral source is lack of expressed appreciation. Please write this down. Please write this down. Is appreciation is not appreciation until it's acknowledged.
Ooh, like it.
It's appreciation is not appreciation until it's acknowledged. Until they know, like 100% certainty that you are appreciative, and they have acknowledged it, like said, hey, no problem, or they said, oh, you're welcome, or wow, you're really appreciative, whatever it may be, then you don't know that you've expressed appreciation. So, you know, how are some ways we can express appreciation? Well, it's handwritten notes, of course. Power notes I prefer, which is like a handwritten note on steroids. Phone calls. You could invite them to an event. That definitely shows appreciation. Or you can invite them to a one-on-one. Sending an email is like a punch in the face. I just want you to know that. All right? So don't punch your clients and referral sources in the face.
Amen.
What you want to do is give them a high five, right? And that's power note, phone call. Phone call is great, by the way. It's inexpensive, and it works, and it shows that you care, shows thoughtfulness. Inviting them to an event, either one you're hosting or one you're attending, is always powerful. And then also inviting them to a one-on-one are ways to conquer the lack of expressed appreciation. So here's the deal. We need to conquer perceived indifference. We need to show them we care. And we need to conquer a lack of expressed appreciation. We need to show we're appreciative. So what I'm about to share with you is what I do during my first and 10. And the first and 10 is, I mean, I'm sure that most of you last week were underwhelmed with my intelligence, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm a simple dude. And And what's really cool about that is that I invent these and create these simple tactics and strategies that work, right? That's kind of cool. So one of them is the first and 10.
Hey, Michael, can I before you jump into that, I just want to tell you, I never doubt what you say, and I always know that it works. But I'm so astounded at how quickly it works when you say it's going to work. I did type that, what you wanted me to type on my Facebook page, and I already got somebody private message me. It says, if someone gives me $350,000, I would move today. I mean,
well,
it's
no referral fee necessary on that, just so you know.
So some lucky agent on the call that's on the call today, I will reach out and give them that referral. That is so awesome, dude.
Yeah, I say you make them bid on it. Make the realtors bid on it. I'll tell you what. Anybody got $1,000? I got $350,000 listing right here. I only $1,000. No, I hear $1,000. Oh, do I hear $5,000? $5,000. All right, boom. All right, you sell that puppy for $11,000, and they would only make $10,500 because that's how auctions work. So here's the deal. First and 10. So the first and 10 is a great strategy, and all it is first thing in the morning you make 10 calls. That's it. What I was doing, I created this for myself, just so you know that, just like I did all these for myself and for my team. And I found that when I was coming to the office, I would go and turn on my computer. And while it was loading my email, right, because it was loading and loading and loading, I would go get a cup of coffee, and when I came back, it would finish loading the 400 emails that I got overnight. And then I would start diving into these emails. Of course, the first thing I did was the absolutely most counterproductive, the thing that nobody should ever do, because that's how smart I am. I went through and deleted the emails that didn't matter, because that's what you should do. No, that's not what you should do. Are you kidding me? Those emails, just leave them. Don't even touch those. You should look for the ones that are the most important and start with them, right? So I did that, right? That's first of all. And I would teach. I would actually talk to people about opening up your computer. It would roll in, and then focus on the most important ones first, right? And then then at 4:38 p.m., I would finish with my email, and I would sit there exhausted, realizing I really didn't get anything done all day, right? And so I would dive deep into the electronic communication black hole, right, that too many of the people who are on this dive into. So what I did is, all right, I've got to start every day off on the right foot. I have 100% control of how I start the day. I don't have 100% control necessarily on how the midday goes, and I certainly don't have a ton of control on the afternoon. You lose control of your day as the day continues. It just does. Fires happen, freakouts happen, things happen, right? I wrote an offer and the other agent was mean to me. Really? Okay. So here's the thing, is the first and 10 is first thing in the morning, make 10 phone calls. And so it would be 10 phone calls to people that referral sources, current clients, people I hadn't talked to in a while, whoever I thought of. If I drove through a neighborhood, I would call the people who lived in that neighborhood who were past clients. I would call my mom. I would call my brother. I would call whoever, right? The bottom line is all I had to do was make 10 phone calls. Well, this evolved, right? And so the first thing I wanted to know, somebody, when I was going through this and I was talking about who to call, you thought of someone. So who is a referral source? Who referred you your last transaction? Right? Who is the referral? Maybe you need to call the referral. And then also, who is the referral source for that? So write that down, put an open box next to it, and then after you're done with all your notes, you can go back up, look at that open box, call that person, and check off the box, right? It's that simple. Simple. Underwhelming intelligence, Michael Maher.
Yeah, but the question I get, Michael, is so Michael, but I haven't called them people in 2 years. If I call them, they're just going to be pissed off at me because I haven't called them, right?
Yeah, you're right. Don't call them. That's just great coaching right there. I mean, that is, just don't call anybody. No, here's the thing, is the phone call is where it's at. So here's the thing, right? I didn't say go back 2 years and call somebody, out of the blue. And I want you to know that's the power of what I'm about to share with you, is I want you to take your most recent referral, and for some of you it's today, right? And Michael Maher, he got a referral today. He should call the referral. Then, right, so that's the first thing. So call the referral source. And so let's start there, right? So that's, and for some of you, maybe it was December was the last time you got a referral. Maybe you're brand new in the business and you haven't ever got a referral. So here's the question for you is, who would refer you? Like if you're a betting man or a betting woman, out of all the people you know, who are you betting on giving you the next referral? Like I know who I would pick in a heartbeat, and I would predict that very strongly. So who is it for you? So here's the thing, right? So this what I'm about to share with you is the answer to conquering perceived indifference. It is the answer to conquering a lack of expressed appreciation. And it is my first and 10. This is my first and 10 every single morning. I mean, so I'm going to show you. I had to create this to fill my first and 10. And once I started doing it, the referrals absolutely skyrocketed into my phone and into my email. So here's the strategy, right? This is my legacy strategy. This is the strategy that more of my coaching clients, more of my boosters get referrals from than any other strategy. It also makes them enjoy picking up the phone versus feeling like it's a 10,000-pound phone, right? So the strategy is called the Great Retrace. And I'm just excited to present this. I really am, because you will literally be able to implement this afternoon, this strategy, and get referrals. So, and what's funny is it has nothing to do with asking for referrals. Nothing. All right, so I'm going to show you. First of all, I need to preface this by saying that you see 4 boxes on the screen, right? So you see 4. And I want you to know that number, please pay attention. Right now, I want 100%. This is mind-blowing stuff. I mean, it's easy, fun, and it gets you referrals and gets you business so that you'll never have to lead generate another minute in your life. How would that be, right? You're just attracting business and serving business and no more chasing, right? So here's the thing. There are 4 boxes on the screen. That is irrelevant. Now, so it could be 2. It could have been 13. And for one of my coaching clients, it was 21 people deep. It just kept going, right? And that'll make more sense here in a second. The second thing that you're seeing here is there are 4 beautiful women on the screen. And you might think, well, Michael talks about niches a lot. That must be his niche. He only works with beautiful women. And you would be right. That is my niche. It's a wonderful niche, guys. Awesome. I have to tell you, it is so good to be working. It's so good to be me on these days. I'm just kidding. Of course I'm kidding. I work with all the beautiful people in the world who I consider clients. So here's the thing. So there are 4 beautiful women, and that's irrelevant as well. It's just, this is a real case. This is a real scenario. So I wanted to show you a real scenario. And I happen to start with Stephanie Connect. Stephanie Connect is the seller, okay? She was referred to me by Christy, right? Christy Dreiling. So Christy Dreiling referred me Stephanie Connect. Now, Stephanie, so first of all, if you just called those 2 people, that would be good business, right? Now, here's the thing, though. Before I do this, I'm going to keep going with my list. And I think, okay, who connected me to, introduced me to, or referred me to Christy Dreiling? And I thought, you know what? Joyce Lehman connected me to Christy Dreiling 2 years ago at a networking function. And you might think, well, I could never remember that. Here's what's interesting about the brain. Unless you've had brain surgery or a brain trauma, you will always remember who connected you to another person. Your brain stores that since evolution. You will always know. With Sally Bachero, who I'm going to show you an example of hers later, is we traced it back to a middle school dance. School dance. And Sally is over 30. I just want you guys to know that, right? So she's over 40 too, but don't tell her I told you that. She's actually over 50 also. So anyway, here's the deal: is Joyce Lehman, right, was connected me to Christy Dreiling. Now here's the deal. So I thought, all right, who connected me, referred me, or introduced me to Joyce Lehman? It was Denise Mills. Denise Mills referred me to Joyce Lehman 4 years ago to sell her townhome, to sell Joyce's townhome, right? So then I thought, all right, Denise, who connected or referred or introduced me to Denise Mills? And I was just like racking my brain. I mean, I'm like, I know there's an answer. Where is it? So I couldn't think of it. So I called Denise Mills and I go, who recommended or you know, who referred you to me? How did you hear about it? And she said she actually got it from Google and the Business Journal for the top 25 residential real estate agents. She was creating a networking group, and she actually got me out of the blue, right? So she so it ends here, right? Otherwise, if somebody had recommended me to Denise, that person would be right over here, right? I would just keep retracing. So that's the thought, right? So that's the first strategy. That's the first level is okay, who recommended me to who? How did the connection work, right? So the first thing I'm going to do, and I'm going to use an example from I'm going to use an example from the day that the house goes on the market. So I'm going to do the great retrace for when the house goes on the market. So the first thing I need to do is I need to update the client. Well, that makes sense, right? The day their house goes on the market, you should probably call them and let them know that their house is going on the market. And you might think, well, they already know that. They know I'm putting an MLS. Listen, the morning that their house goes on the market, please do me a favor. Give them a call, right? Now, I'm actually going to give you what I say, right? I could tell you just the update, or do you want me to just skip it? Do you guys want me to actually go through and tell exactly what I say, or do you want me to just skip it?
I'm going to go with yeah. Let's hear exactly what you say.
Yes.
All right, so I won't do that. I'll just keep going. All right, so here's the thing, right? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to call and update the client.
We got some people going yes, please, yes.
Okay.
Please.
Okay, good. All right, this is for those 4 people who wanted to hear it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to call Stephanie and say, hey, Stephanie, how you doing? You know,
Great.
What?
Great, Michael.
Oh, no. Oh, well, if you want to do it that way, that's fine, but you don't have to do the voice. Right? So I'll call and say, you know, how you feeling, Stephanie? And that, by the way, that is a script. That is a question. How are you feeling, Stephanie? How are you feeling, Stephanie? And Michael, you can answer this.
Oh, I'm a little tired today. I'm a little, you know, I don't know. I'm fine.
Well, don't sweat it. I just want you to know that we're going to get through this together. I wanted to let you know that we have done over 100 things to get your home ready for the market, and
100?
we are about to shoot this out to over 1 million places on the internet. So the first thing that I wanted to do before I do that is I want to say thank you. I want to express my appreciation for you listing with us, giving us the opportunity to work with you and sell your house. So thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, Michael. You came highly recommended. It was a no-brainer.
Great. Now I'm going to step out of role play for a second. And for everybody listening to this, did everybody notice that I said, so thank you, and stop?
So thank you.
Right?
Yeah.
And you want to say, so thank you. So express appreciation, and then end it with, so thank you. And what that does is it forces the other person to acknowledge the appreciation. And listen, appreciation is not appreciation until it's acknowledged. So get really good at ending with, so thank you. So she said, oh, yeah, you came highly recommended. Super. Well, hey, like I said earlier, we've done over 100 things to prepare your home for the market, and we are getting ready to shoot this out to over 1 million places on the internet. Today is the day. Today is day 1. So before we do that, what I would like to do is I would like to send you a link by email for you to review what your home looks like on the internet. would you do me a favor? If I sent that over to you, would you do me a favor and review what your home looks like on the internet?
Yeah. Yeah, of
Great.
course.
Great. Well, I just want you to know that our team occasionally makes 2 or 3 mistakes, right? Sometimes it happens, but I just wanted to let you know that, hey, if it does happen, let us know. We'll get it changed immediately, and today's the day to get it changed. Are you okay with reviewing that, knowing that?
Yeah, I can get on it later this afternoon. Sure.
Awesome. So here's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping it's perfect. I'm hoping it looks great and you like it and so on and so forth. And here's the thing, is that I'm also going to put a blurb in the email. And would you do me a favor? Would you send the blurb, as long as the link is perfect, would you send the blurb to the people that are in your contact management, the contacts in your Gmail and the contacts that you know? Would you send it out to the friends and neighbors that you know?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So you want me to tell everybody that I know that I'm selling my house? Yeah, absolutely. That's a great idea. I never even thought of that.
Awesome. Well, let's make this even better, right? So here's the deal. I know that you've got 10,000 followers on Twitter, and I also know you've got a 1,200 friends on Facebook. We're both friends. That's how I know this stuff. So if I put a little blurb that's less than 140 characters, and I put a little blurb for your Facebook status update, would you do me a favor? Would you just post those on Twitter and Facebook today?
Yeah, I'd do it right now. I'm sitting right on it, not doing anything. I'm on Facebook the whole afternoon. Absolutely.
You know what? I really appreciate the help. I really appreciate it. And just so you know, thank you for taking a little bit of time out of Facebook to talk to me today. I really appreciate that. And so here's the thing: I'm going to send you over this link and the blurbs. And do me a favor, just review them. Tell us what you think. If there needs to be a tweak, the link will still work. So you can still send out the link. You can still post it on Twitter and Facebook. The edits will show up to whoever clicks on that. So, Stephanie, today's the day. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Here's
awesome.
what I love about this.
You know what? I'll tell you what. You already sound better, Stephanie, than you did when we started this call. And I just want to acknowledge how positive and forward and progressing you are. And you're just a great communicator. I just wanted to say thank you. And we're here to do anything you need. So let us know.
Well,
thanks.
Absolutely. I've finished my cup of coffee, so I'm awake now, and somebody liked my kitty cat picture on Facebook, so I'm feeling much better. Thank you.
That's awesome. That's awesome, and we'll talk about the cats later.
Yeah, Michael, here's what I love about all this stuff that you taught last week and what you're teaching today. So it's not that difficult. It's very, very simple. However, in our busy lives and our busy running around like chickens with head cut off, we never stop for a minute, number one, to acknowledge, here's what I'm getting from what you just said. Number one, the acknowledgement, you need to stop, take a deep breath, you're on the phone, but look a picture of the person right in the eye, and man, thank you. Really, no, thank you.
Yeah.
And it's genius. Talk about posting it, making it for them to have them post out to their network. We don't stop and think about doing things like that often enough. And again, the simplest little thing, like putting that blurb on Facebook this morning. I've already gotten one person that said I'd sell for $350. It's simple, and that's what I love about what you teach and your approach.
Yeah, thank you. It's based on generosity and appreciation. It's a good way to go, man. And it works, So the next thing that we need to do, and by the way, some people are great at calling the seller and being top of mind, and because it is. I mean, the house is going on the market. Where sometimes I see it fail, and I know that I'm preaching the choir here, but is forgetting to call the referral source and let them know that the referral they sent you is going on the market today. The worst way for that referral to find out is 2 weeks later, right? So anyway, but what if, so I did this, and then the scripts evolve, and just so everyone knows is that it essentially is these are the steps that I'm going to go through on the Great Retrace calls, all right? So the first one is to let them know the connection, right? So number one is the reason for the call, right? So what's the reason for the call? Which is easy in this case, right? Step 2 is express appreciation. Step 3 is ask for advice or help, okay? So those are the 3 steps. 1 is the reason for my call. Number 2 is, and the reason for the call is the connection, right, is the great retrace. And step 2 is express appreciation, and step 3 is ask for advice and or help, okay? So I'm going to call Christy, and you can be Christy here. One of my favorite people in the world, by the way, Christy Dreiling. So Michael, hey Christy, how you doing?
Oh, Michael, good. How are you? So good to hear from you again.
Hey, you know what? Thank you so much. I just wanted to call, and I'm kind of in professional mode today, so I wanted to give you a call and let you know that Stephanie's house is going on the market today.
Oh my goodness, good. Thank you. I'm glad you're able to take care of her.
Thank you. You know what? Absolutely. And so the first reason for my call is to express appreciation. I just wanted to call and let you know how much I appreciate your sending Stephanie and her family to us, because quite honestly, if you had not done that, we would have never had the opportunity to serve them, and we would have never had the opportunity to help that family. So the first reason for my call is to express appreciation. So thank you.
Oh, heck, it's no big deal.
You know what? It is a big deal. Referrals are truly the heart of my business. They are truly everything. And you know, just like in your business, referrals are everything. So please don't discount it. It's something to shout about. It's something to celebrate. And please know that we are celebrating your referrals here at the Kansas City home team and the Overland Park home team. So really, thank you.
Cool. All right.
So here's the thing, is we have done over 100 things to prepare Stephanie's house for the market. She's put in a lot of hard work. We put in a lot of hard work. And we're about ready to shoot it out to over 1 million places on the internet. If I sent you the link to what Stephanie's house looks like on the internet, would you do me a favor and just review what it looks like and let me know what you think?
Oh, of course I would. Sure.
That's awesome. And the other thing is also, if you like what you see, would you do me a favor? I know you've got 30,000 Twitter followers and you've got 5,000 friends on Facebook. If I sent you over a blurb that was less than 140 characters and a little segment that is perfect for a status update, would you mind posting that on Twitter and or Facebook?
No, I wouldn't mind doing it at all.
You know what? I appreciate it. Stephanie appreciates it, and I just wanted to let you know that you know what? I love you to death, girl. You're awesome. And do me a favor. You know, if there's ever anything I can do for you, just give me a call, okay?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Thanks. So click. So call the referral source. Now this gets even better, right? So now I'm going to call the referral source's source. Remember, Joyce connected me to Christy Dreiling. So I need to call her, right? So you are now Joyce Lehman, Michael Mann. So
I'm Joyce.
Right now remember, I'm going to give you a little hint here. Now remember, she doesn't know Stephanie, just so you know that. Okay.
Okay.
So, all right. Hey Joyce.
Oh, hi Michael.
Hey, I just want to let you know, Stephanie's house is on the market.
Who?
Yeah, Stephanie who? Well, I want you to know because you played a part in this.
Michael, I don't know how. I don't even know. Who's Stephanie?
You know what? I'm so glad you asked, because here's the deal. Do you remember connecting me to Christy Dreiling a couple of years at that networking event?
No, I don't.
Yeah, so we had a networking event at a restaurant called EBT. You introduced me to Christy Dreiling. And by the way, when's the last time you and Christy connected?
Well, we haven't talked in years.
You
there was
know
that
what?
one incident, but we haven't talked since then.
You know what? You need to call Christy today, right? So here's her number.
Yeah, I've been meaning to reconnect with her. Yeah,
So 913-555-1212. So give her a call today. I just talked to her. Today'd be a great day to call her. Now here's the deal. Is Christy referred me to Stephanie Connect, and that is the Stephanie that I was talking about earlier. So the first reason for my call is to express my appreciation, because if you had not connected me to Christy, I would have never had the opportunity to work with Stephanie and her family. So thank you.
Wow. Well, you're welcome. I just okay. Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. So bottom line, thank you, because like I said, it's a domino
I didn't realize
effect.
I did anything.
Yeah, it's a domino effect. It's a butterfly effect, and you made it happen. And
That's
I'm
awesome.
very, 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 very appreciative. Now here's the
awesome.
deal. If I sent you the link of Stephanie's house, what we've done is we've done over 100 things to prepare this home for the market, and we're getting ready to send it out to over 1 million places on the internet. And I know that this is not the house for you, but would you do me a favor? If I sent you the link, would you give me your feedback?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Well,
why not? Sure.
Awesome. And here's the other thing. I know you've got 30,000 Twitter followers, and I know you've got 5,000 friends on Facebook. If I sent a couple little blurbs to post out on Twitter and Facebook, would you do me a favor and put them out there?
I'd do anything for you, brother.
Awesome. You know what, Joyce? I love you. You're awesome. And do me a favor. If there's anything I can that I can do for you or my team can do for you, please just let me know. Okay?
That's paying a lot of honor, man. I mean, to a lot of people, and it's cool because you're probably going to get that. Well, I don't know, and they're going to be taken off guard. But man, I'll tell you what, that just really reconnects and redirects energy.
Well,
Michael,
the one big message that I see here and that everybody needs to get on this call is that everyone, and I mean, I've never met one person that doesn't want to be appreciated. And like you started this call with, you get one referral, but you never get number two because they never feel the appreciation. They never got there. So you're literally years later giving appreciation to something they have no clue on, which is like solidifying, like, wow, he really appreciates me, and he kept track of all that. Oh my God, that's amazing. So that lady she's literally going to be thinking about it for the next couple of days, if not forever. Every single time somebody is thinking about buying or selling a home, she's going to absolutely refer them to you or refer a relationship to you because she knows that you're going to call and give her appreciation, which people love to be appreciated. So she's going to remember that forever.
Well, let me ask you guys. Don't think about a spouse or anything like that, but have you ever done something for someone, and you thought it was kind of a big deal, right? You thought it was kind of important, and then they never appreciated what you did. They never even said thank you. Have you ever had that happen?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Right? So when that happens, how likely are you to do something for them again?
Probably never.
Probably never, probably not. Now here's the other side.
Wouldn't go out of my way, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the other thing. Have you ever done like something you just thought was kind of like your job, and then they were like so appreciative? I mean, they were just so appreciative of the effort that you put in and the talent that you brought to the table, and they were just so appreciative. Have you ever had that experience?
Absolutely.
How likely are you to do something for that person again?
100%.
Absolutely.
You would run through a brick wall.
I'll go out of my way. I'm going to literally go out of my way to try and do something for them. Absolutely.
There you go. Think about that for a second. So, and just so everybody knows, I do the same thing with Denise Mills, right? Denise, I just wanted to give you a call and say Stephanie's house is on the market. Who's Stephanie? Well, I'm so glad you asked because you played a part in this. How did I do that? Well, thank you for asking, because here's what happened. You referred me to Joyce Lehman, 4 years ago, and then Joyce connected me to Christy Dreiling, who referred me to Stephanie Connect. So I'm here to say thank you. I want to express my appreciation because if you had not connected me to Joyce, she would have never connected me to Christy, and I would have never been referred to Stephanie and had the opportunity to help Stephanie and her family, so thank you. Oh, that's great. So Denise, here's the deal. I know you're not on Facebook or Twitter, but I need your advice. I'm going to send you the link of what this home looks like on the internet. We've done over 100 things to get it ready for the market, and we're sending it over to 1 million places on the internet. So we need you to just review it, and if you like what you see, here's the deal. I'm not asking you to do anything but two things. I would love for you to send a blurb to the people in your database who you feel like might be a good fit. The second thing is I would like you to post it on Facebook, but I'm going to give you exactly what to post, and all you have to do is copy and paste because I know you just sold your $30 million software software company, and you're really, really busy. Okay? Right? So that is the Great Retrace back to as far as I can trace it with this example, right? So what have we learned so far?
Appreciation.
What I'm taking is lead with
pick up the phone
appreciation,
and
brother.
appreciate people. Yeah, right on.
Okay, awesome. So that's the key, right? And I'm going to do something real.
Here's the best part about what you just showed. Like, what's the cost to do this?
Yeah. What's the cost not to do it?
What's the cost? Yeah, well, that's a much better question. What's the cost not to do it? And we're always chasing new leads when, if we just called the people that referred us to them in the first place and showed appreciation, we would have more than we could even handle, as you've already proven.
Well, what's the cost of not doing it? To me, if I'm sitting on the call here listening, I'm struggling for, if I'm struggling for the next deal or to make a living, the cost is on a daily basis. You don't get to live the life that you want to live. That's the cost.
Yeah.
And again, if I'm somebody on the call here, I might be thinking, oh, God, that's unrealistic. I hardly have enough time in the day to handle the one thing that I'm trying to work on. It's unrealistic to call all these other people. But here's the deal. Like, do you, in your mind, if it's unrealistic for you to make $500,000, like you just mentioned, about $5,000 from 100 referrals, like, that's not unrealistic, but there's a big majority of people out there that actually think that it is. And when you start doing unrealistic things like calling the person who referred, the person who referred, the person who referred, you will start reaching those quote-unquote unrealistic goals of making $400,000, $600,000, $800,000. It is. It's right there. But as one person said, one smart person said to me one time, this business is simple, but it's not easy. And that's the part right there. That's what you're summing up. It's simple, but it's not easy.
Well, the simpler we make it, the simpler we make it, the easier it is. I mean, that's the corollary to it's simple but not easy. But what we do is we try to complicate it, right? We try to get our own way. I mean, all right, so let's say with the Great Retrace, what's the worst thing that could happen, right? You could make these calls and get no referrals. And however, you would have great relationships, right? So the worst thing that could happen is you're going to have a bunch of great relationships in your life. So what's the best thing that could happen? The best thing that could happen is you create this massive amount of momentum around referrals, and you have a bunch of great relationships, right? So what people need in their life are more great relationships. So even if you don't do the Great Retrace for business, do it for your life, right? Do it to have a better life. And who knows what will happen to your business, right? That's what I have to say about that. So onward and upward. So here's the thing. Well, some of you are like, oh my God, I totally do not have the 7 minutes to make those calls. So I'm going to give you something you can do in 1 minute. So here we go. So here is an example of me doing the Great Retrace on Facebook, right? So, hey, dude, just wanted to say thank you. This is to Jeff Crooks, who is a great referral source, an ambassador of mine. Just wanted to say thank you. We say dude together. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we're really highly educated people. James Schneider referred me a great seller today. Notice, you compliant officials, that is perfectly compliant because I did not use the seller's name. Ha ha ha. All right, James Schneider referred me a great seller today, and if you remember correctly, you connected me to Christina Larson, who introduced me to James Schneider at a networking function. So without you connecting me to Christina, I would have never met James, and as a result, I would have never had the opportunity to help this family. Thank you, you the man, smiley face, right? And then he writes, you have a great memory, brother. And then, because I'm so witty, I wrote, I have a great brother, if I remember right. And of course, if you'll notice the times, it took me 21 minutes to come up with that really witty saying. Yeah. So that's it. And that's the Great Retrace on Facebook. Who could do that, huh? How many of you could do that today?
That's easy.
Awesome.
Boom, right? It gets better. Are you kidding me? It gets better? And wait, there's more. Are you kidding me with this Great Retrace thing? Yes. Not only should you do the Great Retrace when the listing goes on the market, there are 4 triggers in your business that is appropriate for a retrace that will provide referrals. And by the way, just so you know, is that these 4 triggers are also the 4 ideal times to get referrals. Did I just, is this like a double awesomeness? I mean, I don't even know if that's a word. So number 1 is every referral triggers a retrace. When you get a referral, do the retrace and just thank them. and maybe on your asking for advice, you hold off on that right now, right? It's just the reason for my call is, and then I want to express appreciation because of the connection, right? Here's the thing. One phrase that I want you to use with your referral source is regardless of the outcome. Hey, I just wanted to call and express my appreciation. Regardless of the outcome with Danita, she may not sell with us, she may not buy with us, but regardless of the outcome, I want you to know that I really appreciate your thinking of me and my team. So thank you. So that's with the referral. Now here's the deal. We just did the every listing on market triggers a retrace. Here's where it gets really good. Every contract triggers a retrace, right? So the home, Stephanie's house goes under contract, which it did in a matter of a week, right? I get to call all of them back and say, hey, I just wanted to call and let you know, Stephanie's house is under contract. And they all say, yay. And I say, well, the first reason for my call is to express appreciation. Our teamwork worked. Thank you for your efforts in helping us get this home sold. I just wanted to let you know that I felt like my marketing team was the best in the country because you were on it. So thank you very much. Have a great one. Right? Every closing triggers a retrace. So 35 days later, Stephanie's house closes. We call and we say, whoo, we hit the finish line. So I'm out of clients. No, I'm just kidding. So here's the thing, right, is once again, express appreciation. Thank you so much for helping me have the opportunity to do this business. And I just wanted to let you know that Stephanie has moved into her new home, and everything is great. And I just wanted to call and say thank you, right? So you're just giving them an update because they are part of the process. Without them doing what they did maybe 10 years ago, you would have never had the opportunity for this business now. Now, I want you to note that in 2008 through 2012, the Kansas City market got punched in the face, right? 2009 was the worst market in Kansas City history. And by the way, the Maher team did 218 transactions that year. It was one of our best years ever. Why? Because we were referred so many people who really needed help, right? When they don't necessarily need a ton of help, right? They can for sale by owner it, or they can do whatever it is. But when the economy got the worst, our business was needed the most, which was really awesome. All right. But here's the thing. Notice that the first tick mark is number 1. The second tick mark is number 2. The third tick mark is number 3. And the last one is 4. 2008 to 2012, it took longer for homes to sell. It just did, right? So notice that when I was calling in 2009, 10, 11, and 12, I would call about the referral. I would call about the home going on the market. I would call about the contract like 60 days later. And then, dang, it was taking us freaking forever to get them closed, right? So notice that I was calling and it was spreading out. But last year and the year before, right, and this year even, notice that when I call about the referral, it goes on the market. I could call 4 hours later in some cases and say it's sold, right? Thanks for your help. Holy cow, we're good. Because you did what you did, we sold this house in less than 24 hours. And then you call 23 days later, or with Michael Maher recently, 16 days later, you call, because they could close in 16 days. That was amazing. I don't know how you did. I don't know how you did that. So anyway, close it. What happens, right? Now here's the thing. What is happening in the mind of the person who is listening, right? Is they're thinking the market's hot, right? A, they think we're good. But B, they're thinking the market is hot. And we didn't have to tell them that, right? We didn't have to tell them that. So bottom line. Now, I'm going to skip through a few of these because they're really not all that relevant to this PowerPoint, but I noticed that I did not hide the slides, right? So you can take your last referred transaction, who referred it to you, and so on and so forth, and then how are you connected, and trace that back and make those calls today. That's what I would suggest today. Right?
Absolutely.
So
a couple things here, man.
What?
So one is we got a couple people that posted, so they got those exactly what you said. 260. If I could sell for 260 right now. There's another one that said she's like unbelievable. Terry, here's what Terry said. He goes, thank you all the way down the line. Truly impressive and right there in front of us. So, a simple strategy, that will absolutely work.
It's
so
free.
right there. Yeah.
It's free. It feels good.
Right.
And it's extremely effective. So here's the deal. Scott, do you mind if I go like 5 over or 10 over?
Yeah, no, that's cool. And last week, I know you only opened it up to like 10, and I had a couple of my buddies buy your thing, and I'm just, I don't know if you want to do it again, but I'd appreciate it if you. A lot of people took advantage of that, and I don't know if you have any more left or want to give out, want to sell more or whatever, but a lot of appreciation on that last week. A lot of people said, hey.
Well, here's what we did, right? So we opened up. We had 100 limit on the site, and we're way over that, right?
Yeah.
So what we did is we raised up the limit to 200, right? So we have about 35 spots, right? And I'm not lying here. This is the truth. We have about 35 spots left. I'm going to run through it, and here's the deal. Whoever gets in, gets in. And if they don't, let me know, and we'll figure something out, right? So I think that's the best I can do at this point. Okay. So here's the deal. I am here to help, right? Me and my team want to be here as your coach, right? How can Michael help me above and beyond this webinar or even the 7L book, right? And if I don't explain it to you, then you don't know what we have, right? I mean, a lot of people are like, well, I know you have a book. And then I go, did you know we had an audio? No. Did you know that we have a phenomenal action guide, the entire 7L system in text form, in written form? No. Did you know that I have a blessings book that is perfectly sized to fit in your coat pocket and to fit in your purse? And it comes with a pen, and it comes with a pen that goes right next to it, and it stays there forever. And it has a tassel, so you go to the exact right day on the right time. It was custom designed for me, right? No, I didn't know you had that, right? So if I don't tell you about these things, you don't know it. So don't feel any pressure to buy anything right now. I mean, I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm here to show you what we have to offer. And if it's not for you, it's okay. And if you're a jerk, please do not apply, right? There are certain people who know it all, and we don't want you in this. The ones we want are the ones who are open-minded and ready to be appreciative and appreciate what we have to offer. So here's the thing, and we've made this as good as it gets, right? This is as good as we can offer. So here's the thing, is 24 hours per day and 7 days a week for the entire next month. So for the entire next month, I'm going to be your coach, and my team are going to pour into you. Any question you want in that month, we will handle. And you are going to get guidance where it matters most. This is personal, right? And it's all for less than, yes, that says $500. Yeah, I don't know where that came from. So, what do these people have in common? Dave Ramsey, Gary Keller, Bob Corcoran, Zig Ziglar, Barbara Corcoran, Bob Berg, well, here's the deal. They all endorse 7L, right? So here's what Dave Ramsey said. The ability to build relationships is the backbone of a successful business. The phone call, the handshake, the lunch meeting, that's where business is done, and Michael J. Maher knows how to do it. If you want to win in business, you've got to learn how to win with people, and the 7L system will show you how to do just that. And here's the deal. You can get the book at our website. It's not $30 like it is on Amazon, which they're like at $24 now. It's $20 through us. Also, the audio book, which Zig Ziglar recommended that I do, so when Zig Ziglar recommends you do something, you do it, has bonus materials in the front. The back has bonus systems. It's just $25. And you can go to Automobile University every single day. Now, the other thing, that's at 7lsystem.com. The other thing is we have the action guide, which is the entire 7L system in written form. You just go through the book chapter by chapter. The entire book is also included in this 300-plus page action guide. So it's normally $497. We have people buy it $497 every single week, and it's just $297 today. If you are interested in that, please wait. And we do have some people who bought that and quite honestly could have got something better if they would have just hung on to the end of the webinar. That means you. Blessings book's normally $15. It's $10, right? So here's the deal. Here's what I want you to know about, right? So when I went from a poor zero to netting nearly $1 million, I actually grossed over $1 million in my third year in real estate. And when I did that, I did not have a business plan. I did not have a marketing plan, but I had one plan. I had a communication plan. I knew how I was going to communicate to my database individually. I knew that there were different people who had different values to my business. So that is what Boost is. In Boost, you are going to learn a very short, simple phrase that will let you know who is in your army of ambassadors, and guess what? Who will never be. Wouldn't it be great to know that you don't have to spend the time, energy, effort, and money on that person because they're not going to ever refer you? Wouldn't it be great to know? But it's also even greater to know that you can pour a ton of time, energy, effort, money into the right people. It is liberating to get that answer. Discover the hidden treasures in your database. There is a person, maybe 20 of them, in your database who, with the proper communication, would be referral gold mines for you, and we help you find them in Boost. Also, this isn't like 40 hours a week. You could work 12 and a half hours a week and have 500 referrals a year. We show you which 12 and a half to work. How's that? Know what to say to every person in your database that will produce referrals without asking for referrals. Nothing we do has anything to do with asking for referrals. And you could get a referral every day. Here's the deal. When you sign up for Boost and you do nothing, what will you get out of it? You will get nothing. That's just how it works, right? When you do sign up for Boost and get into Boost and you immerse yourself in it and do the things that we teach, what will happen? Well, guess what? What could happen is a referral every day, and that has happened. But it's the implementers who make it happen, right? The open-minded ones who love to appreciate others and are generous. Here's the thing. Gary Keller said, master the generosity game. Build a powerful referral-based business. Put the wisdom of the 7L system into practice now. Todd Duncan said the 7L system is the most reliable and sensible business building system I have ever seen in over 20 years of helping millions of salespeople succeed. If you follow this amazingly simple, I keep getting called simple, I guaranteed success will follow you. And Todd Duncan is the former partner of John Maxwell and a best-selling author of several books. So what is it? It's 4 webinars. So we're going to deliver it through webinar just like this. They are the Mondays in April, 7th, 14th, 21st, and 28th. And the times are 1 to 2:30 Pacific, 4 to 5:30 Eastern. But what's really cool about that is you should be on the live event. You should block that time off and make that time. But something may happen to where you can't. Maybe you have to miss one of them for spring break or for something else. Well, guess what? They are recorded for your review. So you can not only watch the recording, you can rewind, you can pause, you can fast forward, you can totally immerse yourself into getting your database in order and creating your communication plan. You can take it from the convenience of your home in your pajamas, or you can take it from the convenience of your office in your pajamas. It's Boost April. This is the last chance to get into the class. We've had over 5,200 boosters so far. And so an example of what could happen is Jenny Williams out of Birmingham, Alabama. Michael, since I've met you, you've totally changed my life, and I'm forever grateful for 7L and the generosity generation. Not only have you changed my life, but also the agents I coach in this business as well. Since Gen Birmingham, where we had 205 people show up to learn the generosity generation, and it sure has spread. Then we followed up with Boost. We had a group of 28 follow up with Boost, and we earned an amazing 304 referrals in 3 weeks' time. We're still learning and putting systems in place. We all look forward to learning much more from you. Thank you. So what is it, right? So here's the investment, okay? And it is an investment. This is not only an investment in you, this is not only an investment in your business, but this is also an investment in the relationships in your life. And I truly believe that's the best relationship. If you're a fast action taker, you're rewarded, right? So what is Boost April? If you go to boostapril.com, you will see it is $4.97. We have people every day that sign up for Boost at $4.97. Now, what I'm going to do is we're going to bonus you, right? We're going to bonus you the audio for those of you that sign up for Boost. But we're not going to stop there. Yes. Remember the action guide that was $4.97? Well, I'm going to bonus that to you as well. Yes, we are going to ship you hard copy, the audio, the action guide, and the blessings book for the first 10 only. And I just want you to know that's actually first 35 only. We're going to do 35. So get your butt over there and make it happen. Here's the deal. Total value is over $1,000. And when you use Agent MM for Agent Mastermind at boostapril.com, make sure you enter the code, hit code, right? And then it will drop down. Look at this. $197. You're not just going to get the blessings book. You're not just going to get the action guide, which people would buy for $197 in a heartbeat. Not only are you going to get the audio, but the most valuable thing is you're going to get Boost. You're getting Boost for $197 and 3 bonuses worth over $600. So what are you getting? You're getting a blessings book. You're getting the audios, complete audio program shipped to you to put in your car. You can also download it off of these CDs into your pod if you want. And the action guide. Those are awesome. Those are bonuses. Where you're really going to get like super duper millions of dollars of value on this is going to be from Boost. You got all that for $197 today. That is today. Please do not share the code. boostapril.com. Enter Agent MM as your code. If you're interested, go to boostapril.com. Enter promotional code Agent MM. The discount will be calculated. We had some people last time that got in a rush and they just hit order and filled it out. Those people who paid the $497 were refunded the $300, every single one of them. So if that happens, just know that that is quickly rebated back to you. Finish your order. Everything will be shipped to you. It's not going to be there in 3 days, Kai McBride. It's not gonna be there in 3 days. It's going to be there.
A couple people were asking how long it's going to take. So I mean, give it what, a week to 10 days?
You're going to get in 7 to 10 days. You will have it before Boost April starts, which is April 7th.
Good.
Right?
We still got about that left.
Yeah, and listen, I've got hard costs here, right? I'm shipping this stuff,
Absolutely.
and we put it all together. We put the packages together, and we ship it out.
Right.
But because of the volume that we've had. People are going to see this in 7 to 10 days instead of 5. But this is for Agent Mastermind only. The code only works today. And do me a favor, right? Just out of respect for me and my material and my content, is do not share the code. This is for Agent Mastermind only. This is because of my relationship with Carl White, Scott Hudspeth, and Michael Mann, and because of you. So I'm here to make a difference, right? My core value is significance. I am here on this earth to do one thing, and that is to make a massive amount of difference in people's life. I am a vehicle for huge things, generous, and I'm here to help. So,
check this out, Michael. Check this out. So, dude, I really sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate you giving us this deal for Boost April. I'm excited about it. I'm going to be on those calls. I'm really excited about that. So just thank you so much. Now, there's a couple people. This is so cool. So Lisa Moore says, I have 2 listing appointments this week from my Facebook post. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
Congratulations,
just from the
Lisa.
Facebook post. Hey, Lisa, no referral fee necessary.
No.
You just go get them, girl.
Lou said, I'm in, just purchased, took action. Hey, way to take action, guys. I mean, here's the thing. The last 2 classes for me, Michael, have been, I mean, I've used them when I'm talking to my referral partners, helping. I mean, it's really what Agent Mastermind is all about, is helping. If we can have there's a lot of people on this call today. If we can have one person change their life, close one more deal a month, provide for their family, that's what it's all about. I mean, and that's the cool part about what we do here. We're not big on selling stuff on this call, but sometimes to get people like Michael J. Maher on these calls, I mean, he's done the numbers that a lot of us want to do, and to give you this information is like, it would be keeping it from you, and I don't feel that's fair. So every once in a while we will have an amazing speaker on the call, and Michael, I appreciate you, and I appreciate you sharing with our group your wisdom and what you've learned and how you've got to where you're at, and congratulations on that. It's just it's exciting for me to have you here, and and a lot of people are saying the same thing. So I appreciate that. Debbie's in, purchase Boost. They want to go, well, what if I don't get it before Boost starts? Is there something that I need? But you will have it, right? I mean, we're talking 2-3 weeks before that starts. So
yeah, April 7th is the first date. You'll have it by the 4th, most likely,
okay.
right? So we're talking less than 2 weeks. I think everybody who ordered it last week, it's in the mail or they've already gotten it. So
Right,
I mean,
right.
that's 5 days. So it's one of those where, we'll figure it out, and you'll have it in plenty of time.
Cool.
The first thing I would do is pop that audio into the car and just listen.
Yeah, Kurt Hall says, I'm in Indiana. What a great deal. I learned a ton in 60 minutes. Kurt, if you missed last week's, make sure you go watch last week's, because I tell you, man, that whole ambassador thing and 150 people, I don't know how many times I've said that, but I mean, it's so refreshing to know how, and adding last week's and this week's into this right here, what you just shared, is insane, man. Because think about it. I mean, 150 turns into 300, turns into, 600 turns into, it's crazy what that number does. So I can understand why you've done so well. It's an amazing job, man. So
I just got a comment over here from Gail Zentek. Hey, thanks for the ad. Really enjoyed the show this week and last. Thank you for sharing. I got somebody else here that said totally taking advantage of this. So it's coming in, and Michael, this is just testament to, let me just say to you, I wanted to say thank you to you for allowing me to share this opportunity with a lot of other people, because, quite honestly, sharing this information with others kind of puts me in the forefront with the agents and my clients here in this business. Not kind of, it absolutely does. So, Michael, in spirit of your own teaching and giving, I want to thank you very much. Thanks, Michael.
Well, you know what? It's absolutely my pleasure, and thank you, and thank Scott, and thank Agent Mastermind for providing, a weekly webinar with thousands of people who have the opportunity to learn from you and others who are the best in the business. And just think about the powerful, look at the business that's already been done in an hour.
Yeah,
look at the
insane, man.
Every house that's sold provides $60,000 worth of economic power in a town. So just look what happened today, and that's people's lives, jobs that are saved, people's lives that are changed. Yeah. It's a powerful equation, and
that's nothing to breeze over.
Laura said, all signed up. Hey, welcome aboard, Laura. Look forward to seeing you on Boost April. Very exciting there. So, congratulations.
All right. So Sherry just texted me. The 35 have been sold, but 3 people had credit cards that did not go through. So I apologize to those people. So looks like we have 3 more spots available.
Okay, sounds good. So 3 more spots. Appreciate it. Michael, man, I appreciate you, brother. I love you, man. And Michael Maher, dude, I'm looking forward to meeting you. Make sure I get that invite for December. Really look forward to being there for that, for the world. So let's just keep changing lives and helping people in any way we can. And that's why I love having you on these calls, man. So love to have you back someday if you ever want to come back. And hey, everybody, Scott Hutchbeth signing off from Agent Mastermind. Appreciate everybody here. If you haven't joined our personal Facebook page, it's at facebook.com/groups/Agent Mastermind. And the nice part about that group is if you have a question, the only people that see the question are inside the group. So don't worry about your friends or family seeing it. And don't be shy. We can't help you if you don't ask. So please ask away. The only stupid question you don't have, the only stupid question is the one you don't ask. So don't sit there for 2 hours going, how do I do this? How do I do that? How do I find this? How do I find that? Ask the question, get it off your plate, and I guarantee you, we had one string of comments. There was over 100 comments long with a bunch of agents all over the U.S. So just an honor to be a part of this thing. And Michael Maher, I'm honored to have you here. And Michael Maher, I appreciate you, brother, and honored to have you as well. So appreciate you guys.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Take care, man. Have a great day.
Take care, everybody.
Thank you. God bless.
Bye-bye.